Hey, Jug. How you doing, Jug? How was your day so far? Wait a second, Jug. All right. That's right. That's right. What they do, family, what they do. Thank y'all. Mwah. I know y'all probably thought I was joking last night. How could you joke about such a serious matter? We need to make sure that we stand up for Can't Get It Right this morning. We need to make sure that we stand up for him, and we need to make sure that he know that we are supporting him. So anybody that come in, we just want to make sure that, they just send any kind of love, any kind of support, and just let him know our prayers go out to you. We send our condolences to the family, and if we were able to make it to support you, definitely would be there, because I promise you I would have been there. So we're just going to have an understanding live right now. Is nothing big, just going to do a few minutes of a live just to show our support of him. So anybody that come in, we just need them to understand that right now we are in a position where we couldn't attend a funeral of one of our family members, but this is our way of supporting him. This is our way of standing there for him. And this is our way of letting him know that, guess what? On any given day going forward, I don't care if two of us come together. On any given day coming forward, he can come back to this video because it's going to always be available. He can come back here and see that he got family from all over the world. And we showing him any kind of love and support. And that's what we're here for today. If anybody got any questions, anybody want to talk about anything that they've gone through, first of all, second of all, and third of all, the phone number is always available. And I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to let you know that it is live calls for hurt right now. There we go. That's what we need to do right there. That's called live phone calls for hurt. If you're going through something, anybody out there, again, if you just coming in, you just joining, go ahead and read the pinned comment. We actually are doing this live. It don't have anything to do with gender right now. It don't have anything to do with anything. It only have one thing, and that's we're here to support someone who's really going through a trying time right now. And the trying time for Can't Get Right is he lost his son. And he's right now, as we speak, he's in the funeral of his son. So being at the funeral of his son, all we want to do is show him that we got some love for him too. And if we could be there in the presence, if we could be there to support him and help him, and he can have a shoulder to lean on and cry on, we want him to know that we would be there. But because we can't, this is where we're starting at. Right here. Can't get it right. Get it right. Can't get it right. And we need to understand that when you're a chosen one and the Lord got you and you've been through a lot, this is the time where if you want to talk about it, if you want to vent about it, because people that's been through so much, people that had such great losses on the inside and always felt so lonely, felt like they didn't have family, feel like they don't have anybody to talk to, feel like nobody's listening, feel like they don't give a damn, feel like they only care when it benefits them. All of that in one mean a lot when somebody special passed away and you know they loved you. Sometimes that one person that passed away and you know they love you, man, it'll take you under because you search around now for somebody else. You searching and you looking and you grabbing and you gravitating and you failing and you going in circles and you can't move on. Why? Because you got a hurt in you of somebody that's gone and you know that person can't be replaced. But sometimes the Lord will replace them. Sometimes the Lord replace you with people that you don't know. Sometimes the Lord have to put people in your life that you don't know to show you that you are loved. It's just the circle that you in don't have love for you. But that don't mean they don't love you. They don't know how to love you. So what they're doing is they loving you in the way that they want to love you. But sometimes when you love someone, you got to understand what another person, what type of love another person need as well. Because there's different levels to the word love. Just like when you love someone, when you love your child, you're not going to say you're in love with your child. That's a different level. When you see an associate, you're going to give that associate a hug. I love you, girl. I'll see you next time. But that's a I love you, girl, on the associate side. But then you got a certain family member, you got your kids. You like, I love my kids. I love this friend. Those are different levels to the word love. And what we need, can't get it right to make sure he do at this point. Like I said to him, you need to walk in that funeral with your hurt. That's the place you can walk in a funeral with your hurt. Because it's a way to walk with your hurt and also hold on to your strength. Some people may not understand that, but things understood don't need to understand. And when you understand, you already know it's understood. 400 Circle Media, he rolled in, he said, Queen, just like that. Hey, 400 Circle Media, thank you so much for attending our live farewell and support of Can't Get It Right. I put the description there. Welcome all and everyone. Let's support our fellow family member Can't Get Right. It's Can't Get Right 817. Today is the funeral of his son. Let's rally for him. We are here, Can't Get It Right. We're here. This is where we form our family at, right here. And I gave you back what you gave me. Can't Get It Right, come in. He makes sure he give me a fruit for the soul. And he told me one day, he said, Queen, he said, I give you when I send that fruit. He said, I send that fruit to keep you energized. I send that fruit to keep negativity away from you because that fruit is nourishing for the body. And he told no lies. What Meck said, no lies detected. And what my job is today is to give him his fruit back, give him some fruit back. You know why? Because we need him to keep his energy up. We need him to understand that you can hurt. We need him to understand that we know how it feels. We need him to understand that that's the place. If you want to cry, if you want to break down, you can do all those things and still have strength. Because you can tell Can't Get It Right as a man of strength. You could tell he's a person where he got to show everybody he's strong. He got to show you that you can't, don't bother me. He got to show you, you bother me, I'm going to get you. But what we want him to understand, you don't got to get them all. You're never going to be able to get them all. You're never going to be able to get them all. And the reason why I always bring up the troll, see, y'all might not understand why I always talk about trolls. The reason why I always talk about trolls is trolls can be your first step to learning how to control yourself. See, the only thing right now that we can connect on, we all got a story to tell. But if you notice, we all haven't really told our story yet. So the first thing that we need to do, we need to start understanding what a foundation is. And once you understand the foundation, you can move into now listening. The foundation here is the first thing we need to do. We need to learn control. We need to learn self-control. We need to learn how to ignore. We need to learn how to walk away. I always talk about a troll because you cannot beat them all. And one thing about them, you can't get rid of all of them either. Trolls walk in your presence even when you go check your mailbox. Your troll. Troll gonna be right there when you go to the grocery store. Tell me nobody goes to the grocery store. How do you ignore those trolls that's in your face, but we can't ignore the trolls that's here? You got to learn self-control. $400 Circle Media said prayers for KG. Thank you for 400 Circle Media. I'm sure he's gonna go back and he's gonna watch this and he's gonna appreciate that you making sure you praying for him. You got his back. Gotten came in. He said, hey, good morning, TQ. Hey, Gotten, how you doing? Boom, right there. How you doing, TM? Tall man. Stephen came in and said, good morning, Queen. I know you sent me all them hearts, Stephen. And you know how I get when I go to talking and I get long-winded. And, you know, and this is not going to be a time for us to be upset. It's not a time. Thank you so much, Stephen. It's not a time for us to be upset. It's a time for us to stand strong, because at this moment, we don't need, can't get it right to show us that we're strong. We need him to understand that he could take his weakness. We need him to understand that he could also take his hurt. And we need him to understand that he got enough of us where he could throw all his weight on us. Because everybody got their own way of being strong. Everybody got their own way of being able to hold on and help somebody. And we may all not be able to do it in one walk. That's why it's different pieces to the puzzle in different sections. You can't get it right. You got 400 Circle Media. You got Jug. You got Gotten. You got Steven. That's strength within itself. There are so many on our channel, so many on our panel, so many that come to our house where we know we got the strength. All we got to do is get over there. If we can get over there, you best believe it. We can get it out. And sometimes all we need is somebody just listen and listen to me get it out. Sometimes we need somebody to send us encouraging words. Sometimes we need somebody to say, I understand you. I understand you on the other side. You got to understand, like I was telling 400 Circle Media, it's a circle. And when you look at that circle, you got to keep that. You always got to keep that circle whole. Because if you split a circle up, it's not a circle anymore. But you got to keep that circle whole when you're trying to get an outlook on things, when you're trying to get an outlook on people, when you're trying to get an understanding. And the first thing that we need to understand is everybody on this earth hurt for something. Everybody on this earth has been through something. And if they tell you they haven't, they're a damn lie. And tell them to come to me. Watch me get the truth out. We all hurt. I tell y'all all the time about my hurt. I may have been delivered from it, but that don't mean I didn't hurt. I just hurt on a different side. I hurt where I could hold this right here together, but my heart was broken. Then you got people that like can't get it right, that might have been hurt on the physical side. See, a heart is still physical. A heart is still physical no matter which way you put it. That means all of us got a heart and all of us done hurt. So we've all been physically hurt. It's just a matter of coming out that circle but still being in that circle. So it's not that you're going to come out of that circle because you got hurt in that circle. You got my kind of hurt. Then you got can't get it right kind of hurt. You got 400 Circle Media kind of hurt. Then you got bet kind of hurt. Everybody got their own hurt. You got insatiable hurt. You got the hurt Stephen been through. Stephen been through a hurt, but you know what Stephen said? Stephen learned how to hold on to it. Stephen learned how to utilize whatever he been through as a hurt. But then on the other side, say, you know what? But I've found where I can get out of my hurt, and I need to utilize the strength that I have on the other side to not cover up the hurt, but show that hurt, you're not going to take me under. But he's still inside that circle, but he got out of that side of the circle and moved on the other side. Sometimes you can't get out of a circle. If you look at earth, is earth, what? Is there a whole lot of earth? No, earth come like this. But what you do is you learn how to move on the other side when it don't work over here. You learn how to get from off that side over there. All you got to do is look at the circle. I got my hurt. Can't get it right, got his hurt. It's still in the circle as hurt. But what you got to learn how to do is not dwell on that hurt. You got to learn how to move away from it. You got to learn how to get out of it. Thank you so much, Stephen. I definitely appreciate all your hearts and your hugs and stuff, because you know what? When you go to talking deep like this, and then I'm not even really deep, when you just go to talking and I'm holding, you holding conversation and stuff like that, the thing of it is, you need that type of love and support. So when you go to talking, you want somebody to put their hands and say, keep going, Queen. I got you. We hear you. I got you. Just keep going, because we need somebody to listen. Stephen said, good morning, Queen. And I'm saying it to you again. Good morning, Stephen. Thank you so much for flying in, Lenny. Thank you for coming in, and so that we all can support. And y'all know who we support, and we support and Can't Get It Right today. Can't Get It Right is at the funeral of his son. He lost his son while his son was in prison. His son was killed. We don't have the ins and out right now, and Can't Get It Right. When he get ready, he'll tell his story, because he got a whole lot of story to tell. You better know it. You better know it. At 10:17, I posted live calls for hurt. If you heard about something and you feel like you want to talk about it, if you trust to get it out and you want to talk about it, you're more than welcome to call. All we can do right now is listen to you. If you want any kind of advice, all we can do is give it to you. If you want us just to listen, all we can do is listen. The door is open if you want to call. The number is 561-599-8367. If you get to a space where you want to talk, but you don't want to talk on the live right now, the phone number is still 561-599-8367. And you better also know, if you don't want to talk because you ain't comfortable talking out loud, the number to text is 561-599-8367. If you're not wanting to text right now and you want to maybe schedule to talk to me in a different type of realm, because your call is probably going to be exceeded, give me about another week. I'm going to have it set up to where you're going to be able to, you're going to have to go and you can schedule to talk to me. You better believe it. And that's what I'm here for. And I had to realize what my calling is. My calling is to be able to listen, conversate, and also understand. And the main thing we need to do, when you learn to listen, that's the only way you can understand. You can't understand when you don't listen. And I think I learned to listen. That's why I tell you all the time, when I get that mic, you don't get it back until I lay it down, because my Have to tell the Lord, you just got to tell him, thank you. You got to say, thank you. It don't matter the music that you listen to. The Lord is in everything that you do. You got to listen to him. Everything is always right on time. It ain't never late. You better know it. You always right on time. Let's see who has something to say. I don't know why I can't get to it. 400 Circle Media let us know that he's here. He got the Bluetooth in. Thank you so much, 400 Circle Media. Definitely appreciate you for that. Ricky once said, no engagement can amount. Not understanding what that means, but Ricky came in, he flew in, he probably, I don't know, might be being rude, might not be rude. I mean, that's what most people do. They know how to fly in, they land, they drop their bucket of SHIT on you, and then they get up like a bird and they fly away. Fly away, bird. That's why you got different type of birds, because birds gonna fly in on you. They don't care what pain you're going through. They don't care what trauma just happened to you. When a bird is a dirty bird, they fly in on times that are sensitive, times that's serious, times where you need somebody to support you. What they do, they fly in with they stinking asses, and they know how to be rude and disrespectful, and then they haul ass somewhere. I'm not going to say Ricky did that, but Ricky just did that. He said no engagement can amount. No engagement can amount to what? No engagement can amount to the fact that when people are hurting, what engagement do you need when a person is hurting? And amount to what? No engagement can amount that there was nothing else for Ricky to do but to fly in, be rude, instead of coming in and say, I may not know who passed away, but prayers to the family. What would have been wrong with a person coming in and saying something like that? Is that hard to do? Was that harsh? Is that rough? What is it? I just think it's very rude that people are like that in this world. But what can you do to rude dumbasses like that? And one good thing about it, I'm not on the live with my men right now. So when you fly in and you disrespected what this occasion is, you're going to get that from me. Just understand that. And for anybody that came in, I definitely thank you and appreciate for just coming, because anybody that know I did this live because I promised this live to myself. I didn't promise this live to Can't Get It Right. I didn't promise this live to my panel. I didn't promise this live to YouTube. I promised this live to myself. And because I promised this live to myself, it was going to take place even if it was just me, myself on this live, and you better know it. And I'm still going to hold this live, and I got some more minutes. I got about 15 minutes, and I'm going to hold this live. And if there's somebody to go with me, I would like for you to stay with me. If you can't stay with me, I'm going to give you all the kisses, because you know what? This is a Saturday morning, and to get up and come and support somebody, whether you really know them, don't know them. But listen, when somebody is hurting, do you have to know a person when they hurt and that hurts you too? Because that person may not be hurting you. It's the situation that's hurting you. It's the fact that the person is hurt too. Because we all go through, really, I mean, this world is a microwave generation. We all go through the same thing. It's not like we're going through anything different. So why would we get someone like Ricky to come in and say no engagement can amount? But no engagement can amount to what? And I like when people fly in and they say things, but what I like for them to do, fly in, say something and land. Don't get your little punk ass up and go nowhere. Excuse my French punks. I said it. 1 second. Yes, that's one thing. That is definitely one thing that I'm going to work on, and I'm going to be better at that, because I said what I need to do. I keep telling y'all I'm going to get one of those radios that got the remote control. Yes, I got to get one of those radios that got the remote control. The reason why I got to get one of those radios that got the remote control is because I am a music person. I'm honestly, I'm a music person on the other side. So me being a music person, it don't take church music for me to feel that the Lord is in the room, or the Lord is in me, or it's time for me to jump up, or it's time for me to want to get up and hop around. No, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. When you found the Lord, somebody say, do you know the Lord? Do you know you? See, the question is not, do you know the Lord? The question is, do you know yourself? And if you know yourself, how well do you know yourself? Do you know yourself well enough that when the Lord come through, He dropped bombs on you, not just breadcrumbs. But when he drop a breadcrumb on you, see, a bomb is bigger than a breadcrumb. But when the Lord drop a breadcrumb on you, do you know who dropped that crumb on you? And you want to ask, do I know the Lord? Y'all gonna ask me, why am I lighting this sage? The reason why I'm lighting this sage is because I need to make sure that nobody come in and ruin this moment, because there's always enough hurt. It's already enough hurt that's there. We're here to support our family. We're not here for foolishness. And anybody that come in and fly in with foolishness, I may address it real quick with you, but I don't want to stay in that energy, because that's going to lose the purpose and the goal. And that's why so many get off track, because you got airheads, bubbleheads, and bobbleheads and broom noses that come in and do what Ricky one did. And so when I light my sage, it's to let me know you can reel it back in, Queen. You don't have to stay in that. You don't have to stay in that foolishness. Sage them out the way, because that's not the energy. Sage them out the way, because that's not the energy. The energy is, right now, is love. Right now, the energy is peace. Right now, the energy is fulfillment. Because as much as you hurt, you got to find a place where you feel a little bit fulfilled in order for you to kind of get rid of some of that hurt. And it's hard to get rid of hurt with negativity. It's hard to get rid of hurt when persons, they're not listening. It's hard to get rid of hurt when you honestly don't have nobody to talk to. It's hard to get rid of hurt when you feel lonely inside. But I'm going to tell y'all, if you practice those three things, selfishness, loneliness, you will find your peace. And no matter what you go through, you're going to find a way to get out of it. Why? Because once you find peace, the Lord going to show you, it don't matter how small the crack is. It don't matter where the crevices are at. It don't matter where the ants moving at through the hay. He going to let you know I'm here, and you're going to see it, and you're going to know it. And that's where I feel like I'm at. That don't mean I didn't go through nothing. And I'm being very clear. I've been through a lot. I may have been through it on the other side. And you better know it. So guess what? This don't have to be even a conversation. If there's anybody that has something to do, guess what? I'm glad that you came. I'm glad that you showed your support. And if you have to go, I definitely understand. And I definitely appreciate you for being here. I appreciate you for dropping in. Anybody that decide that they want to drop in and just send their condolences to a family that's hurting. That's all we need. And we just want to make sure we ask the Lord to come in the room. We're going to make sure that we ask the Lord to stay in the room. We want to make sure that we ask the Lord that, we want your footprints, and we need your footprints to be in front of us, because those are the footprints that we need to be guided by. We don't need to be misled. We need to make sure that we woke. We need to make sure that we paying attention. Because one thing about it, there's a lot of chosen ones out there. They may not have found a home yet, but when you realize that you're more than who you are, I promise you, you're going to find this channel. You are more than who you think you are. Because if you're thinking along these lines, you're thinking along the right lines. All you got to do is find a way to surrender. All you got to do is find a way to let the Lord in. All you got to do is find a way to tell the Lord, I'm tired. And there's nothing you can do. All you got to do is understand there's nothing man can do. You go and sit in front of therapists, and what they're going to do? They just listen to you talk. But what fulfillment did you get from the inside? That's why you got to go deeper than that. Once you go deeper than that and you come out of it, do you still need that therapy? If you do need it, you need it for other reasons. You need it to stay focused. You need it as a guidance. Amen. Thank you, Lord. We good. Again, I appreciate everybody that came in. I know y'all say, what is this girl doing? I like when my sage light and it like really burns. This is when you really get what you're supposed to get, because you want that sage to come in. You want that sage to be a calming energy. You want that sage to be where it takes everything away, even if it's in that moment. That's what you want that sage to do. You want it to burn. See how it's basically it's just burning through. I started getting the reason why I started saging, for anybody that need to know or anybody that's interested, the reason why I started saging is because when I was going through my separation of me, I had to separate from the old me and come to who I am right now. And when I was going through that separation, believe it or not, I had nobody to talk to. I didn't understand social media because I've never been on there. Social media came off as something bad for me. That's because people make it bad. And I realized that I needed to find some peace when I was upset inside and wanted to cry all day and night. I needed to find a way to just let it go, because there's nothing you can do about some things. So I let it go to an extent. But then I started lighting my sage. See how it just burnt out? And now you see the smoke on it now is a lot better. This is where you go and you start saging everything. You sage your room, sage your house. Matter of fact, you sage yourself, sage your hands, sage your feet, because you want to even walk in the right places. When you come in your house didn't go nowhere. You did. So you got to learn to sage you too. Sage your hands, sage your feet. Just put it on just like you did with your hands. Do the same thing with your feet. At the end of the day, you go and you hit every corner in your house. If you feel like there's an area, you got to keep something. Keep that sage keeps sending you back to an area. You continue to hit that area. There is nothing off limits to saging. This ain't nothing evil. This is nothing bad. This is only releasing certain energies from around you. If you got to say, see, I got to a point, I saged my house so much until I made my house a safe haven for me. I made my house where I don't have to be out there in that dirty world. I don't have to be feeling as though things aren't working while I'm out there. I can't relate to people. So I just found my peace in solidarity right here in my own home. But I had to make sure my home felt sacred to me. So you just sage, just like this. Keep saging it. Sage, sage. Just sage every corner. If it's a corner, damn it, sage it. It's a closet, sage it. Again, to can't get it right, we're here for you. Anything negative, we're not here for you. We would like for you to go. But we got this. Hey, Steven, what is your weekend like this weekend, Steven? Like, what do you have planned? What is something that you're going to plan on doing this weekend? Or, Steven, you ain't doing nothing. You just got you some Kool-Aid. What are you up to? Gotten any videos you got to do today? What you got going on? 400 Circle Media said that he's here, but he's on his Bluetooth. So 400 Circle Media, what are you up to? Are you doing are you doing your live right now? Because 400 Circle Media said, no, I got to get it right. 400 Circle Media, he got back to doing his videos and stuff like that on his channel. You got to clean your house up. This is the time. If you plan on growing, you need to make sure you clean your house up, because you never know who's going to creep in and step in for you. You never know who need to come and visit you. You never know who got a question. Clean these houses up. Again, if anybody want to call, this was just an open live that I decided to do. And the reason why I did this open live, honestly, is for Can't Get It Right. He's burying his son today, and it's a hard pill to swallow. And if anybody don't know, I like to tell this story. Why? Because it's so interesting, and I can't wait. I really can't wait until we get to the bottom of Can't Get It Right. The reason why I'm so intrigued is because Can't Get It Right. He is 44 years old. 44. No, I'm sorry. He's 45. Can't get it right. Has 32 children. He's an only child. He's raising 13 of his children, and they're all girls. And he will be raising his 6 granddaughters from the son that was just killed. 6 of them. So now he's going to have a total of 19 girls. 19 girls that he's going to be raising. Do you know what that means? If you don't know, you better damn it ask somebody. Do you know what type of attitudes and personalities and just womanly, girly, teenage things you go through? Oh my goodness. I bet you that house needs to have a camera in it. That house needs to be full of cameras because there's so much going on in there. You talk about the Kardashians. What about them? We got KGs laying. That's a lot. That mean a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot within itself. I could just imagine. And the reason why I could just imagine that is because I wasn't raised in the house with all girls like that. I was raised in the house with all men. And when I went to my mom, I was like 17 and a half, 17, something like that, when I had to go live with my mom. And I stayed with her for like 3 months. And then I ran away and I left. And while I was there those few months, I was like this half of the time because I wasn't used to being in a house with so many women. And it was like a drag. I mean, it was something new for me, I'm gonna be honest. Especially when you're coming from having your own room, your own this, your own that, your own phone line, your own bed. And then you got to come and you got to share. And then you sharing and you're like, wait a minute, this mine. Or just any little thing. It was just so hard for me because I'm used to my men. It was easy. And I thought it was hard living with my brothers. And I say, my goodness, these girls act like this. And I couldn't do it. So I'm thinking about Can't Get It Right, who's 45 years old. He don't have all his kids there, but he got 13 girls of his own that he's raising. And on top of those 13 girls that he's raising, he's about to get 6 of his granddaughters. My goodness. And believe it or not, he has certain schedules. On Sundays, Can't Get It Right in the family, if I'm not mistaken, they eat dinner at either 5 o'clock in the afternoon or they eat dinner together at 6 o'clock, whichever one it is. That's still a regiment for these girls. And that's teaching them that, yeah, daddy's still here. And this is what we're going to do. And one day when I was talking to him on the phone, Can't Get It Right made it very clear. He said, no, I don't go through nothing in my house. He talking about going through nothing on that side. But what I'm talking about is the different personalities. And this daughter might be clingier, and this one might want to do this, and this one might want to play this, and this one want to go there. Oh my goodness. And I said, because I could just imagine when I'm dealing with just brownie cakes, that little thing be all over the place. I go and visit my mom at the graveyard. She's in front of the graveyard doing cartwheels, and we go in the store. She hiding under racks. And I'm saying, now it is. And so you got 13 of them. Now you about to get 6 grandkids. That's to be commended. And Can't Get It Right. We just wanted you to know that we're here for support. We're here for you whenever you need to talk, whenever you need to vent, whenever you feel like you're going through it and nobody locally and physically there that you can talk to. You got a whole lot of houses that you can go to now. And everybody got something different in each house. And you better know it. So I hope you come back and you watch this. I'm trying not to make it long. I said I'll do an hour. Here's my heart to you. We keeping it 100. And we got you. And it's going to be many days. We're going to have to laugh at you. And we're going to have to laugh together. Because that's the only way you get through the pain. And finally, I want you to know, that we always gonna see you. So don't try to hide nothing from us. When you going through it, you better find a house to go to, because it's somebody at that house that got your back. It's somebody at that house that's listening to you. It's somebody at that house that's welcoming you in, saying, come on, my brother, we got you. What's going on today? And you better know it. And thank you again for anybody out there in my parking lot that may be saying, you know what, and it's 11 o'clock. That's 1100. And the day is February 22nd. That's actually a pretty number, 2211. 2211 is a good number, or 21100, or 2210, whatever. And now it's 1101. Anybody that know about those ones know that's a very powerful number. Foreign Circle Media say, after every dark night, it's a brighter star, a brighter day ahead. And you better know it. You better know it. After every dark night, if you take a look at it, I don't know a day that come that don't show you both. And all you got to do is pray and ask the Lord just to live another day. Because there's some people that didn't make it. I have cousins, I have family members that didn't make it. I have one cousin in particular. I mean, he passed away. He probably was 18 years old. Good boy. He was a good kid. He was a good kid. And he passed away by gunshot by one of the family members playing with a gun. But you know what? Sometimes the Lord take us away from here for our own reasons. Because soon as he got killed, the next night or maybe a day or two later, we found out that his girlfriend was actually pregnant with a son. I haven't seen the son in so long, but the last I heard, he was a very, very, very good kid. And if I'm not mistaken, he ended up being in the band musically. Very good kid. And he was 18 years old. So if you made it this far, you better tell the Lord, thank you. You got a reason to say thank you. If you done been through something in your life and you're sitting now and you're able to tell the story, you better tell the Lord, thank you. Because if some people couldn't tell what happened to them, you better tell them thank you. You better find a way. You better find a way to be thankful, grateful, and appreciative that you even up this morning. I know I am. It is a couple of things that I'm lacking, but guess what? I can tell y'all, I can talk about it. I'm still here. I can do things to make a change, to make it get better. That's the key right there. And you better know it. And again, welcome to all. Welcome to everybody. Let's support our fellow family member. Can't get it right. Today is the funeral of his son. So let's rally for him. Let's let Can't Get It Right know that whoever came in attendance, that's who was supposed to be here. And we definitely appreciate you. And if anybody that wanted to be here and couldn't be here, we definitely appreciate you too. Because if you're in the thoughts, in the minds, in the heart, that means just as much. Any kind of support is some support. And don't no table go unturned. And you better believe it. That alone would make him feel good. You know why? Because who would have knew that we can find a family in YouTube? When the Lord got you, would have knew. That's who would have knew. When the Lord got you, and he gonna always put a ram in the bush, and he gonna always protect you, and he gonna always send you his soldiers, and he gonna always have you and keep you with strength. He gonna be there for you. That's who. 400 Circle Media said, I think this the first show I don't have to recap. You know why? Because you were supposed to be in full attendance. Because you know what the support is right now. The support is for one of our fellow family members. That's why. But you know what? Thank you for the joke, 400 Circle Media. You always had to throw something in there. You know what? I guess every time I go to talking sometimes, yes, that's why I throw my own little jokes and stuff in there. I guess I throw jokes. I can't even say I throw jokes in there. I just start being me because I could be on the subject for 10 minutes and then something to make me get up and dance off that subject. And you're going to have people say, she's so fake. Oh, okay. And I'm still going to walk. I can't help it. The issues that I'm going through, my issues that I go through right now, it ain't the same things that I used to go through. See, I used to go through a different type of hurt and pain. That's not the pain I'm going through right now. The pain I'm going through right now is trying to hustle. The pain that I'm going through right now is trying to hustle so I can keep doing this. Because I have to do it. There's no way I'm going to be able to do anything like this full time. But I got to hustle. I got to be right. You got to be financially stable in order to continue like this. And I know, and so when y'all see me, I got to hustle a little bit more, but I'm hustling, but I'm also trying to make sure that I'm here because it's a reason why I'm here. The mental say, dang, y'all up early. Yes, the mental. Hey, the mental, thank you so much for flying in. Listen, we're up early, not because we're doing one of the typical lives. We're up early. This is an open door live, the mental. The reason why we're doing an open door live, because if you look at the pinned comment, it said, welcome all and everyone. Let's support our fellow family member can't get it right. Today is the funeral of his son. Let's rally for him and show him that we're here for him. That's why we're up early. Thank you so much, Jug, for giving us the crown. Thank you for giving us those 2 fists. And thank you for also smiling with us, because I know you're thinking that it's a joke. Like, what made y'all get up this early? Because Can't Get It Right son's funeral started at 9 o'clock. And this is our way of attending his funeral. This is our way of being there with Jug. This is our way of letting Jug know that we might not have been able to be there physically for him to support him, but we are there for him in our own way. And we're there in our own way where, guess what? He can always come back and he can recap this. He can recap to say, you know what? My YouTube family, they attended the funeral, but they was only able to attend the funeral in a different way. Why you think I got on all my black? That's why I got on all my black, because I'm at a funeral. If I had it, if I had the money, honestly, I probably would have went to the funeral, because I'm honestly that type of person. That's how you support. That's how you do it. And what better way? What if I couldn't make it financially? I still made it this way. I mean, I don't have to be there sitting in the congregation and so forth and so on. I'm here with the family that he got to know and understand and be around and support daily. So this same family needed to come, be around, and support him now. These are the times that matter. This is the time when you know your family member need help and you come and join in. But if you notice, we're not just joining in and meeting at the family because something bad happened. You notice we meet as a family really every day. We probably talk and see each other more every day than you see regular family members that live 3 miles away from you. You better know it, and you better believe it, and you better understand it. And it's not a long one, Jug. 400 Circle Media said the mental. Thank you, everybody. God, and thank y'all for coming out. This is the family right here. Definitely appreciate you coming. Definitely appreciate you holding your head up. Definitely appreciate and gotten. I don't know if you knew gotten, but I think I mentioned it where I Can't Get It Right son's funeral was today. He had to wake last night. That's why I came on last night. I was going to come on. I wasn't going to come on. I had changed my mind about coming on. And then I said, no, I better go on because the wake is tonight. And Can't Get It Right came to the wake. And we definitely appreciate him even putting us in this, and we appreciate him even letting us know that the funeral was today. Definitely appreciate that. And you can best believe, as strong as Can't Get It Right is, and as strong as he's trying to be, you better believe there's some hurt down there. You better believe it, you better know it, and you better understand it. And you know what? Thank you for anybody in the parking lot. You may not have came in, you may not have landed. Whoever came today, hey, I don't care if it was 10 people. I appreciate those 10 people sticking around. Thank you. Even if you stuck around and in your own head, you say, my prayers go to the family. That's enough for me. So if you're out there in my parking lot like you like to do, thank you so much for rolling up. Thank you for acting like you had to drive-in movie theater, but thank you for also watching and supporting, because as you see, I did nothing different. I don't have any televised TVs on. I don't have no videos playing. The only video and televised TV you're going to watch is me. That's what you're watching. And it just goes to show all my support, it always came from men. And when I open up my lives like this, y'all will see. The reason why I love being with my men is because my men gonna make sure they come rally and support. I don't need the women if they're not gonna come and support the right way without being feisty, fiery, or starting stuff, or slick mouths, or saying comments, or making little things like that. Because I notice a lot of the times the women that are not ready yet, they don't rally behind things that make sense. They want to rally behind foolishness and arguments and gossiping and all kind of stuff like that, and that's just not for me. I may entertain a couple seconds of it, but it depends on what it is. I'm not going to go deep into those rivers because I can't swim there. That's muddy water. I don't want that fresh water like that. Put me in the salt water, at least the ocean bigger. There's other places I could go to when I can't hang over there. But when you're in the muddy water of the river, where you going at? This side or that side? It's a long stream. It's dirty water there. That's where you get the bad fish. But believe it or not, you got people that eat fish from there. And there ain't nothing wrong with that if that's what they want. And I definitely want to thank everybody for joining. Thank everybody for coming in. Thank you if you did hit the like button. If you didn't hit the like button, hit it on your way out and then subscribe. Definitely appreciate you for that too. I wanted to come in and make sure that we rally for Can't Get It Right. Thank you so much, 400 Circle Media. I know you had something better you could have been doing right now. Thank you so much, Gotten. I know there's something that you could have been doing right now. Thank you so much, Steven. I know there's something that you could have been doing right there. Thank you so much to Mental. Thank you, anybody. Also, thank you, Bobblehead Ricky One, for also rallying in and bringing your little dirty, no good ass in, leaving a bird seat and then taking your SHIT and leaving. But we appreciate you anyway. Thank everybody for coming, joining, and I'll see y'all later on in our live. Just like that.